Hello. Right. Today I'm going to have a look at Silent Hill 2. I've been meaning to have a look at this for a while. I want to check out FSR 4 now. It doesn't officially... it's not officially supported in this, but I'll use optiscaler. So we'll have a look at the quality and stuff like that. Not seen optiscaler in like that many games. So we'll have to see what it's like. This game did have some quite weird visual issues with the smoke and stuff, so it'd be interesting to see if that's hopefully not an issue with FSR 4, but we'll see. I'll put it into the game quick at 4K, just native 4K. So we'll, at 4K here, 3040 by 260, we'll just max everything out just to demonstrate the performance without using any FSR or anything, and then after that we'll switch it on. So we got that there. Ray tracing, we've got that on as well. We can obviously switch that off. I just want to give a bit of a comparison between like a native resolution with everything at its absolute worst in terms of FPS. Advanced graphics, I think I've got everything maxed out. 100% resolution scale. I think we've just got motion blur off. And I also never completed this game. I don't know, I did play for quite a while. Barbaric, yo! My favourite subscriber with that Tottenham picture. Here we go. Johnson again, ole ole. How are you feeling about next season? Easy win. Easy Premier League trophy. I can't see my river tuner. It's because it's on the other screen. Right, let's continue. I think what I might maybe do, because I think from where I left off, it's in this like a really dark area. It might be worthwhile to load up another chapter so we can actually see like the quality a bit easier, and then I can go back in to continue where I left off from. Yeah. Is it worth? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, just because it's going to be a little hard to see it directly there. And I'll be personally keen to see it in the kind of starting area, because I remember there being loads of like weird visual issues. So I'll load that in quick and we'll check it out in there, and then I can boot back into where I was. Just because I think in that dark chapter that I'm on, it's going to be kind of probably quite difficult to tell, to actually see any visual difference. As champ, yo. This game's too scary for me. Probably. I did play like almost 20 hours of it though, I think. So, in this bit, like I say, with everything maxed out, getting about 30 FPS average, which actually isn't that bad, considering we've got ray tracing on. But dipping down a little bit there though, 24, 25, but pretty impressive considering, like I say, we are absolutely maxed at 4K. Frame time looks quite all over the place, but the lows don't look that bad. How do I even... I don't remember how to even... What are the controls? Alright, watch this. Oh yeah, pro. Absolutely pro. Easy. He makes it look easy. But you are seeing, if I show you the, do you see that with the smoke? This has always been a bit of an issue. You see this? The ghosting. That's always been a bit of an issue. And it's still doing it quite badly here. So we'll see if maybe that fixes that out. In terms of everything else, GPU looks maxed power-wise. VRAM's quite high, 14.4. That's quite high for Unreal Engine, isn't it? Unreal Engine 5. But I've got optiscaler here. Hopefully, can you see that? Yeah, you can. You can see that on the screen. So, hang on. How do I get out of this? We need to actually switch on. I'll switch on XSS. We'll do it through that. So maybe it's worth having a quick look at that. At least XSS by itself, quite a big stutter there. It's giving us almost 60, which is actually, it's almost doubled the FPS there. Just putting that on, which is pretty good. Pretty much 60 FPS there, average of 57. Looks a lot better. It is still doing that ghosting though. You can still see that. I don't know how easy that is to tell on the screen, but it's definitely still doing it. There were some like very, very demanding areas on this as well. In some of the buildings with the lighting and stuff where FPS probably does come down like loads. No, yo. Can't believe we let Spurs beat us in the final. The more I think about that game, the more absolutely tragic it was to watch, but a win's a win. I mean, the goal as well is absolutely tragic. But, don't matter. So I'm going to put FSR on here, and then we'll hopefully select... It's put me on FSR 4 there. I'll leave frame generation off for now. Hopefully it's going to look very small on the screen, but you can see it here. We've got FSR 4. And that's also giving us about 60. So it looks pretty good. It is still giving us that ghosting though. I think maybe that's just a fundamental issue with the game, really. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it one of the settings, the anti-aliasing, it kind of fixed that, did it? Or it's also ghosting a little bit on that body. It might be ray tracing as well. We'll try with that switched off, because that might also not be helping. Have a little run around here, and then I'll try and boot back into where I got to in the game. Still a little bit of a stuttering as well. But definitely going to be a lot better than native performance-wise, and honestly I don't really think you can tell too much difference in the quality. The only issue is that ghosting, but that doesn't... You're going to have that native all with this, so it's not really going to make any difference. Has to do with Lumen. Yeah, I think... I mean, I guess we'll switch ray tracing off, but that won't switch Lumen off, will it? It's been a while since I played it. I thought switching ray tracing off did actually help it. I mean, we'll see. It's cool you can actually see the difference. Maybe needs to be restarted, do we reckon? That's not really made any difference to the FPS. Which is not great. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I think it seems to mainly be the smoke. It just really can't deal with that. Because there's not that many games, really, with smoke like this. Or fog, I guess you would call it. Because I've also never... I mean, I have probably seen worse ghosting than this on Cyberpunk. before, but there's not really any games that have fog like this, because it just seems to be the fog it really struggles with. Damn, bro. Bit surprised at how little difference ray tracing makes on and off here. There's like basically no difference in FPS. Maybe a couple, but I was expecting that to actually be like a fairly big difference. Maybe the lows look a little better. It doesn't seem to stutter as much. Spider-Man 2, was that on the 5090? But pretty impressive. 4K everything maxed, and it'll be at about 60 with FSR 4 on. We can, I can take that. What about if we switch it down? Can I change it? How do I change the preset on here? Is it better to change the preset through optiscaler, or you can definitely do it? Quality override here. Might be easier if I just change it in, I don't actually know what's like better. What's like proper. I can change it to balanced in here. You can definitely do it with the optiscaler, because I have done that before. I can't remember what setting it is. Is it in here? Or is it just you have to quality override it and then select it? I thought there was like a drop down somewhere where you could do it. We're still on it anyway. We're on balance now, so that's giving us maybe another 10 FPS. Which is a little bit better. Shouldn't get too many drops under 60, I don't think, like this. But we should we, for a little bit, let's load it back to where I actually was in the game. Now that we've actually seen it, and I'll play for a little bit of FSR 4 on, and maybe just play around with it a little bit more. Hopefully the ghosting, because there's, in this bit at least, there's not much fog. So probably won't have as much ghosting. And overall quality, like I say, don't even think at balanced. Going to notice too much difference between native and FSR on. Which way do I go? Through here? So like I say, it's been a while since I played this. Have I definitely not missed anything? I don't remember. I don't remember. Can I? Yeah, okay, that's the only way to go. Didn't I fight a big boss here? I can't remember. I think I did, didn't I? That thing with that thing on his head. Oh god, I'm scared. Can't like it. Is there something down there? Yep. Behind me! Ah! What is it? Oh my god. I don't like it. I don't like it. Just run and pretend it's not there. Pretend it's not happening. Please open. Oh my god, that's absolutely terrifying. Bit of a smoke, bit of fog there. It's not going to be easy to tell though, the ghosting. A little bit here. I think it's maybe seems a bit better at night, or it's definitely harder to tell. I'm assuming it's just through that door. Space Marine 2 has ray tracing. Ambient occlusion. That's like, doesn't 2042, Battlefield 2042 have ray trace ambient occlusion? It does, doesn't it? Who's this?
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
Maybe we'll check. We'll switch ray tracing back on after and see, because it does definitely feel a bit better with ray tracing off, but it doesn't seem like a massive FPS difference. Which I swear there was quite a big difference on this with it on and off.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama. She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Well, the next AMD CPB AM5. Probably no. I don't think so.
Anyway,
It's normally 2 gens, isn't it?
I'm happy to see you.
It could be. I don't know if there's any
Happy to see me?
Alive.
exact rule, but normally it's like 2 gens per
Oh.
socket, isn't it? And we've had 2.
I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela?
Although no, actually, it's a bit different on AMD, isn't it?
Angela?
No.
Because I only had AMD since the, what was it, 5800X. So ignore that. I think it was there was a few gens before that were on AM4 as well, weren't there?
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
It's Intel, I think. Is it Intel that normally follows the 2? Because we had 3900. I had my 3900K and 14 on the same. The new one's on a different, isn't it? I think. There was 3 gens. Yeah, I actually think I've just had a quick Google on it. I actually think there was more than 3. I think there was maybe 4. Yeah, 4 or so. I only had the 5800, so that would have been the last. That was the last one, wasn't it? And then 2 so far in here. I don't necessarily, though, think there's any exact rule for it, per se. It's just normally... you just go by, like, previous gens, but I don't think there's, like, a hard and fast rule, if that makes sense. Intel 2 gens, yeah. I think that's where I was getting confused. I was thinking of Intel. It's like the same with the release dates. You normally expect 2 years between the GPUs, but that's not like an exact amount, because this time round it was longer than 2 years. Two more gens, yeah. So hopefully that'll be like 4, won't it? Is ray tracing on? No. I could switch it on. Didn't really seem to make too much difference to our FPS. It'd be harder to... at least that was in the opening area. It looks like maybe it's having more of an effect here. So we did have like 55 to 60 and it looks a little bit heavier here. Dipped onto 50. It's not a massive difference though. Going to be some bits possibly where it drops under 40, even with FSR 4 on. And like some of the building areas with some of the lighting. I know there's that bit when you go outside the building, kind of near the start, and there's a swimming pool outside in like a courtyard. My FPS dropped there so much. This is this not the park from earlier in the game? What's that? Oh, is that like a little investigate? Here we go. Question is the game... Is it a bit too dark? It's insanely dark for me. How do we change that? Gamma. What have we got it on? Here we go. Get that. No, I'm joking. What was it to... Maybe just bump it up a little bit. Probably just got those stairs. So yeah, I think the average with ray tracing on at least, maybe 50. With maybe slightly worse lows, seeing the frame time spike a little bit. Whereas with it off, you're looking at more maybe 55 to 60 and also maybe slightly better lows. It didn't seem to stutter like that. Occasionally, but not as badly. You know what? I think this is the same area, isn't it? It's just now dark. Yeah. Have we got a map? We have got a map. It is the same area. So now we can get in that historical society. Because we were here already. Which way is it though? Is it that way? Well, I'll be trying Wu Chang. Yeah. I actually got it. I got it free. I've got it now. And I could actually do a video on it, but I didn't have time. I'm not allowed to stream it today. That's the only issue. Oh, I think the game's just crashed. Oh, almost. It's still dark on stream. I mean, all I can do, you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. So all I can do really is just keep increasing the brightness. But yeah, I'll play the Wu-Chang game tomorrow just because I'm not allowed to stream it today. I could do a video today. And then when I stream tomorrow, I also can't go past like chapter 5. But it's like a Souls-like game, isn't it? So that's extraordinarily unlikely I'm going to make it that far. That would probably take me a year to get that far. I can just keep increasing the gamma, because I did only do it like ever so slightly. I didn't want it to look like insane. We can maybe do it a bit more. But obviously, well, it is nighttime here, and it is supposed to be quite dark in the game in general. Like, that obviously adds to... And it's also very foggy too, so you basically can't see anything. Better than the XTX, or what, this GPU in general? I'd say probably not quite. Which mode of FSR? Quality, yeah. Actually, at the moment, I think we're unbalanced, aren't we? Yeah, we're unbalanced. I can go to quality. Obviously, bear in mind, I've got an XCSS, but I've got it modded. We've got FSR4 here through optiscaler. This is quality. So, gonna probably have even more slightly FPS like this. Pretty good for 4K, though. Maybe drop down to 1440p in a little bit. But not too bad for 4K with everything maxed. Is the ray tracing mit aan? Ja. Ich liebe dieses Spiel. I'm assuming that's German. Maybe it's not, but ist. That looks like a German word. Wann... I'm thinking of hast. Wann hast du? Is ist a German word? Mir is that's surely a German word. Ist the ray tracing mir? That's got to be German. So you notice when we go into buildings, it does actually drop the FPS even more with the lighting. Like, look at that there, 30, dropping into the 30s. So without FSR on, would probably be maybe 20, 25. Smash up the gaff. Nice looking boat. Do you use the 9070 XT for the stream because the quality of the stream looks pixelated? I don't use that for the stream, no. It's not because you're on 1080p. Maybe try... the stream should be outputting at 1440p, so maybe try that. That should be better quality than 1080p. That is German. I'm guessing it means is ray tracing on. It is at the moment. Wann hast du Geburtstag? Oh my god, I'll tell you what, has anyone seen that movie? What movie is it where the woman goes to stay at an Airbnb and there's a guy in there? And then she stays in the house and there's a tunnel that goes under... What movie is that? That literally has just reminded me of that movie. And the guy goes down into the tunnel. What's that movie called? I won't say any more because it might spoil it. Behind me. You hear that horn? Or is that just the music? Warning shot. Barbarian, that is it. There's a new movie, isn't there, where it's by the makers of Barbarian? I was like, I want to see that. That movie did not go the way that I thought it would. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting what it happened. Oh my god, how long is this staircase? This is the kind of performance we need though, 100 FPS. That's a bit more like it. Oh my god, how long is this staircase? I would absolutely not be going down here. Like, you would just turn around. Oh, this is just... I'm not going to sleep tonight. September 11th. Oh, God. That's not a good choice of dates. Down, boy. Oh, God. How do I... Oh, what was the keybind for quick heal? I should probably figure this out now. Was it X? Just press everything. There it is. That's a health drink, though, which I probably don't want to waste that. Where's my torch gone? Oh, God. Have I pressed something that switched it off? Oh, God. I just pressed, like, all the buttons. Maybe it's intentional. Why have they got to do me like that? I'm getting the shotgun out. It's so dark. The game keeps, like, almost crashing. Do you see that massive stutter? At least down here you could probably play native and actually have, like, probably still wouldn't get a 60, but F is flashlight. Oh my god, you absolute hero it is. I must have, because I pressed every key to try and figure out what the heal was. Are you having a laugh? You'll be having a laugh if you think I'm going down there. Warning shot. How do I go down? No, the game's crashed. Oh, it felt like that was coming, didn't it? Oh no, I've got the dreaded AMD driver timeout. No. It felt like it was coming, didn't it? That's annoying. I'm gonna have to reboot. Where's it gonna... Where's it going to put me in from? I think we did save it, didn't we? No to Scooby, what's that? Is that a movie? Is that safe to Google? I don't know what that is. Right, so hopefully it's not going to crash too much. What's that? 36 minutes. Oh, God. I have to run down the stairs again. Was there anything up here worth collecting? Don't think there was. We're gonna have to sprint to the next save point. There's a 5090 down that hole. AMD is scared that you'll get it. The £3,000 hole. You might as well throw your money down the hole. Is the GPU overclocked? No. At least not by me. It's the Gigabyte Gaming overclock, but I haven't done anything to it. It's out the box for that GPU, but obviously it is like an overclocked variant. You buy only Nvidia after bad OBS behavior. With... Wait, with what? An AMD GPU? What happened? Alright, now we know there's one here. I'm going to try not to get hit. Is it going to explode? Oh. Probably shouldn't have wasted that ammo. Gonna have to speed run this a little bit so it doesn't crash again. Right. It's done it again in the exact same spot. You see that? Is this gonna crash again when I jump? We're gonna find out. Jump quick! Jump! 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 Okay, we made it. If it crashes now, we'll just have to do more of it. This ain't looking good though, is it? Oh, look at that, where the smoke comes out that wall there. It drops to like 20 FPS. I feel like you know what, my sensitivity is quite low. We need to jack that right up. For those trick shots. Those zombie trick shots. Look sensitivity. Okay, I've completely screwed it. I don't like it. Back it up. Yeah, I've actually screwed my sensitivity now. It's too much. Come on then. I've got that. That was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think I'll leave the look at that, because the look I think was fine. Framerate X, yo. Enjoy watching the video. Thanks. Emmanuel, you like this Cyberpunk test? Nice. I do have ray tracing on at the moment, yeah. Do I consider FSR 4 in quality performance better than 3? I don't know. Probably in the similar region. I don't know. Probably maybe slightly better. I'd say it's probably slightly better than that, but not quite as good as DLSS 4. At quality and balance, though, it's difficult because quality and performance there. Quality, there's not really that much in it, but then performance, I think FSR is not quite as good normally. At quality, I don't really think there's like you can even like FSR 4 between FSR 4 quality and DLSS 4 quality. It's very, very hard to tell. But I think when you start hitting performance, I think you can. I think DLSS 4 is definitely better at like the lower presets, especially if you have ray tracing on as well. So performance is slightly skewed down here because some bits we can get up to like 70, 80, and then other bits we're down to 40. I think mainly here it's because of the water. As soon as we get out of those bits, back up to like 50 again. Oh no, don't. No, no, no. What do I do? It's crashed. Oh god, the game's gonna crash again. It's doing it again. It's doing all that. What? What do I do? There's some sort of combination. Is there anything in here? Is there a combination in here? Anything? I'm getting eaten by bugs. Wait. Let me take a breather. Have we got anything on me? Memos? Have I picked something up? How do I even... How do I... Is it something to do with that September 11th? I didn't pay any attention to it though. Not, what was it, 1918 something? It's a 3-digit code, though. I hope everyone in here has done their 10k steps. No. I've probably done, at best, 10 steps today. And that's from my chair to the fridge. Back to my chair. $239? How'd you get that, though? Is it in here? I feel like if it's not in here, it's got to be, it must be, like, on something I've picked up. Or it's the order in which the bugs, those big bugs are coming or something. No, it's not that. We're in big trouble. What a way to go. Press the keypad. Yeah, I tried it. 239. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a good shout, but it's not that. Oh, wait. Did you see that then? It could be the other way, I guess. No! It could be the other, another combination of it. Where am I? Where is the door? 932. Wait, what is that with when the lights go out? Do you see that? It's lit up when the lights go out. Oh my god, that's so annoying. It's not doing it anymore now. What did I not try? There we go. It's one of the variations. Vintage PC Gamer, yo. Combination of those numbers, yeah, we got it. Hell no. Why are we jumping down all these holes? Part right, yeah. I was panicking. I couldn't think straight. It was a good, good that you noticed that. I was panicking because, you know, all the bugs. I would die in that scenario. It might be worth when we get to the next save point, I drop down to 1440p and have a look. Maybe it's also worth dropping just back to native for a bit, because we didn't see too much of that. We only saw it in the first area, so should we maybe just drop back to that for a bit? See how it does down here compared to outside. Doesn't look too bad, 30 to 40. Not really a massive difference. Not ideal, but considering 4K native, everything maxed, ray tracing, not like that bad.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to
Not this guy again. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well, if you haven't already.
Oh, hi James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
How did he get down here? Wasn't he in the building at the start?
Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you. I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes.
Sammy Yusuf, yo,
Looking at me.
could you please show us input delay? I
told
can't.
him
I
not to,
can't.
but, he didn't
The only
listen.
issue is I can't show the AMD overlay on stream. It doesn't work.
You can't just kill
I can't
someone
capture it
the way
with
they look
OBS.
at you.
That's the only problem. There won't really be much delay here though, because I'm not using frame generation or anything.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway. I better get going.
What the hell was this encounter?
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
Oh, performance taking a bit of a hit here. I'll update because I have switched FSR 4 off now. I'll update that. Just to play through it in native for just a little bit because we didn't see it. And then when we go back with FSR 4, we'll maybe check frame generation as well because we didn't see that. Definitely obviously struggling a little bit here as you would expect. VRAM has actually crept to like 15 now as well, so that's pretty high. Pretty high for an Unreal Engine 5 game. Don't normally see that. Normally it's more like 12, 13 maybe. Does the Steam overlay have latency? No, I think it just has FPS, doesn't it? I could maybe have a look in HW Info. I don't know if that has it or any accurate metric of PC latency. Normally it's only NVIDIA overlay and the AMD. And on NVIDIA I can show it on stream because OBS, it works with OBS, but AMD's overlay doesn't work. It doesn't allow to like, it doesn't hook into the capture for some reason. Really struggling in here though with the lighting, like 25 FPS. Oof. We got to save though, so if we do crash again, we don't have to do that whole bit again. Ordered a 9070 XT. The second it got out, your order got cancelled. A whole month later, got mad and bought a 5070 Ti. Oh right, how come the order got cancelled? I wonder if a 5080 or 5070 Ti would handle better FPS in this scenario. Okay, so we're in a new area. A 5080 would have better, yeah, would probably fare better here. With ray tracing on at least. 5070 Ti, like, maybe slightly better, but it wouldn't be like a massive difference. Just purely because it obviously does just slightly better with ray tracing. It wouldn't be like a game-changing difference though. I think that's the lowest we've seen though, 20 FPS. Much harder to run compared to when we were outside at the start. I don't like it. How did that get me? I dodged it. It's kind of, if you dodge too early in those, it still gets you. Oh no, it's crashed. All right, I don't want to stay too long on these settings because it just keeps freezing like that. It's going to be a matter of time before we get a driver timeout again. Let's quickly check with frame generation as well. So if I get XeSS back on, and then we can use optiscaler for FSR 4. Where is it? So we'll put it on quality. Actually, yeah. No, let's do that. So I put XeSS to quality here. And then obviously with optiscaler we can override it. So if I put it to 3 in here, apply that. And then you can see here, got FSR 4. Got it overridden with that. So that's obviously noticeably better, 40 to 50 here. Still quite tough though. But bear in mind, we've still got ray tracing on. Switch that off, it's a bit more like 50 to 60. So that's around about double the FPS though, even just putting that on. Nah. What's that time? It's on a timer. Where is this thing? I don't like it. Where did it go? Oh, it's bad. I dodged it. Taking so much damage. How do I don't want to use the drink. You're getting 25 milliseconds on Last of Us. Do I think it's normal? What settings? Using frame generation. See that dodge? That was actually incredible, that dodge. Do I want to go under there? You're not going to play this without ray tracing, wouldn't you rather go upscale and keep ray tracing? Yeah, that's what we got at the moment. FSR 4, we've still got ray tracing on. Doesn't really make much difference FPS-wise, though, to be honest. It's only maybe like 10 at most. Only issue with it is you have worse lows. It seems to stutter a bit more for me when I have ray tracing on. Damn it. I hear something outside. What is it? Which version of the card? Gigabyte Gaming. What's the temp in my room? Don't really have any idea to really accurately measure that, but I have a portable aircon unit and it currently says it's 23 degrees Celsius. But it's probably not very accurate. It's like fairly humid. Do I own these cards or borrow them? I own them, yeah. Let's get some lights on. How many cars do I have? Right now, maybe 5 or 6. I'm a little bit lost in here. Rifle cabinet. We need that. What other games would I try? I mean, I've played a lot, tested a lot of games. Try and test a range of different games. Any new games, normally try and test. Or any new technologies like FSR and stuff, DLSS. Whenever we get updates to stuff like that. Is that the hole I already crawled through? I think it wasn't it. Do want to check it with frame generation as well. Do we have frame generation? I think it's just enables AMD. Oh, because you need FSR on. I wonder if we can just enable it in here. See what happens. So I'm currently at an average of 65. Oh, I need to save it though. That's a bit annoying. Maybe we'll just switch to FSR. I don't think that really matters, does it, with the modding of optiscaler? That definitely seems to look worse to me, though. Look at that. That definitely looks worse, doesn't it? Do I need to redo? Yeah, that looks way better, doesn't it? That actually looks so bad with FSR 3. That looks horrendous. Like, look how much... Look at that. I don't know how easy that is to see on the stream, but it's like a shimmering mess. Look at it. Absolutely mod. Use optiscaler with FSL4 if you can, because that looks absolutely horrendous. But we'll see FPS quickly with frame generation. Pretty much almost doubles it. From 60, 65 to 120. I think... Not more stairs. Maybe I'll... That's in the yard. Maybe what I'll do is I'll head back, save it, and I'll switch to 1440p quick. Just in case that I crash or something whilst changing it. We'll take a look at it with that. Should hopefully perform obviously better than 4K, so... where's the save? It's right here. So, if we... let's get that back off. FSR 3. Yeah, to be honest... AMD really did make quite big progress with 4 compared to 3. I always thought 4 for me always just looked not that great. The ghosting was horrendous on 3. In like a lot of games. They really did make like a ton of progress on 4. Because it just doesn't, I've not really seen it like that at all. Although to be fair, it's gone obviously hardware based now, so you would expect it to be better. That is the trade-off. So I've gone to 1440p. I will need to, if I window this, I can just quickly change it on. Give me just 30 seconds. I need to just change a couple of things. So I can full screen it and for it to still work with my capture card. There. Oh god, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Oh god. What have I done? The game's gone. I've lost the game. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quickly restart. Considering we were right at the save point, I might as well just restart. It's not liking me trying to do that mid-game. Gives me a chance to change the this as well. Okay, hopefully if I full screen. Okay. Let me just full screen it. Okay, cool. That's gonna work. So I'm 1440p now, 2560 by 1440. If we just do native quickly, just have a look. So, got that there, not using any upscaling or anything. Everything maxed. Did we have I've got ray tracing on as well. So we'll see how that goes for a little bit, and then we'll check out FSR 4. Which GPU do I prefer? I mean, I have a 5090, so I'd always use that if I could, purely just because it's obviously the absolute best you can have. I normally play games at 4K if I can, mostly single player, so like off stream I don't really play that many games. I've been playing Dune a bit recently, and I'd normally play that in 4K. Shooters and stuff I'd maybe drop to 1440p and try and get like a bit higher FPS, but just because that is versatile and I can pretty much max stuff out at 4K, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with other GPUs, but because I have that GPU, I normally prefer to use that in games if I can, just purely because I can just max out everything out, make the most of it. So 1440p here. Looks to be about 40 to 50 FPS, so ray tracing on. This is native, obviously. That's, in this bit we had like 2530, didn't we, at 4K, so yet again, not quite doubled it, but definitely a pretty big improvement. Still going to get some quite big drops down, I think. Maybe under 40 in some bits. Look, you're seeing it there, 39. So it's still pretty tough. FPS is a little bit all over the place on this game, depending on where you are. And GPU power still maxed as well. I think this thing was still crawling around. Where did this thing come from then? I thought I killed it. You gonna move? That's not going well. I thought I killed that one already. Oh, it's still giving me that massive freezing, though. Is that a driver thing, maybe? Just every now and then it just really hangs and it looks like it's going to crash. Third door, here we go. Like, look at my FPS here, 40. Really drops down in some bits. I think it's probably because I got the torch on. Yeah. The way it's bouncing off the walls, I guess. Let's not stay... I won't stay on that for too long, though. Let's have a look at FSR 4 on. So, if we go... Go back to XESS, set that to quality. And then obviously I'll... Oh no. Oh no. What's happened? What? I can hear the audio still, I'm walking around. What on earth? What happened? Is XSS? Oh, it doesn't like that. That's weird. Didn't have that before, did we? Oh, God. What is that? It's just XSS. Technically can do it this route, I think. What happens if I switch it now? What on earth? That's weird, isn't it? Gonna go back, save it, and try and go to the menu and enable it. See what happens. Just bought a 9070 XT. Nice. Thanks for making so much 9070 XT coverage. That's alright. Let me just save it quick. I want to go to the menu and then boot back in. To be honest though, I think with FSR, even if I do it this way and override it, I think that also still works. So if we put it to here, I think this also still works. Let me check that spider web, because that's where you could really tell. Why does this guy keep respawning? It looks a little bit worse quality because we are at 1440p, but... Oh my god! Just want to try and fix that XSS thing, because to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that. XSS just like making my screen just completely disappear. It's really odd, isn't it? Assassin's Creed Shadows. I have tested it on this, yeah. I might play it a bit again and maybe try with the optiscaler. But I have tested it on this, yeah, when it first came out. Let's see if it does it in the menu. It might just maybe because I was mid-game. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Use AMD's VRS and downsample from 4K. You can do that, yeah. It's not really what we're testing, though. God, yeah, look. What is that? That's weird, isn't it? I can, like, see some things. Look, even here I can see the save. That's crazy. I've never seen this. That's so bizarre. It didn't do that at 4K, did it? That's so weird. Wonder if it... And it doesn't do it to me in the menu. Wonder if it's quality or something. Try it balanced. Ah, it's just XSS, I think. Got to be some sort of bug. It's odd it's doing it... it was working fine at 4K, though. And it just doesn't like it at 1440p. That's odd, isn't it? I don't think I've ever really seen that before, like, behave like that. Did I try XSS with NVIDIA? I think I probably have done at some point. There probably wouldn't be much point in using XSS, though, because you can use DLSS4 in this game. That's going to be probably better. If you've got an NVIDIA GPU, you might as well use that. I'd use that over XSS. Let's leave it on 3.1 then, and I think that should still, in theory, work in the same way. If I put it to 3 here, and then just, we've got it on FSR 4 here. If we leave it on that. Play through a little bit like this. So even in this room with that on, it's not quite giving us, well, it's about 65 there, so might average about 60 by the looks of that. Going to be better than native, because we had about 40, 45, didn't we, in this bit. Hopefully don't get too many drops below 60, and we can pretty much average at it. What have I got to do in this area then? I feel like I've... Rifle cabinet. Headless serpent. Oh, there was the yard, wasn't there? Optiscaler can cause issues when switching. Restart. Yeah, I could maybe try and restart the game. Should we try that and see? If I switch it back, I'll try that and see. I'll just be curious to know. Like you say, it might well be optiscaler, yeah. I'm curious, so I'll quickly restart because we had a save point there anyway. How long is this game? It says I've played over 20 hours here. And to be fair, a lot of that time was spent messing around, but I wonder how far through I am. So we'll see. So, still an XSS here. Works fine in the menu. Fingers crossed. Obviously, you do change some of the files. You add some of the files and stuff with optiscaler. Yeah, okay. Seems like it's alright now. You might be right. It might, you might have just caused some issue. Because like I say, I didn't have that issue at 4K. 4K seemed to work fine. Got it on FSR 4 here, though. What happens if you change upscaler? So, we'll play through... Okay, this does look better. Do lossless scaling and optiscaler do the same thing? I've not used lossless scaling, but I think that's more focused towards like frame generation, isn't it? Where you can do frame generation with this as well, but it's more focused between almost like modding up the upscalers as opposed to frame generation. But I've not used lossless scaling. I do have the app for it though. I've just never really used it. Alright, is this the yard? Into yard. And there's a save out here. Go on out to yard. What is that I hear? Ah, no, I don't. I don't like that. Imagine going out into the yard. And this being it. I mean, I guess it is a yard of a prison, but... Big stutter there, look at that, frame time. Try 4K. I did do 4K already. For pretty much the first hour we did 4K if you did want to have a look at it. Okay, we do have one of the weights, but there's 4. I need to get rid of whatever's running around in here. Getting pretty high FPS outside here. Why can't I see what it is that's running? Guess we need to... Oh, it's like a... What, gallows? What quality preset? Quality, yeah. Yeah, this is with FSR 4 quality with ray tracing on, yeah. Ray tracing doesn't really make too much of a difference FPS-wise in this. It depends where you are. In some bits it can have a bit more of a bigger hit, but overall it's not like a massive difference compared to some other games. It's still doing this crazy stutter for me though. Like, look at my usage when that happens. It drops down to 40%. Don't know what that is. Even here, actually, my usage is not quite maxing out. Look, I'm getting 85%. So we're actually missing out on a little bit of performance there. Look, 78%, 77%. We need to figure out how to actually get in those rooms, I guess. You missed the 4K part. You should be able to just rewind the stream, though, if you did want to see it. We'll maybe switch back to it in a little bit. But you can rewind it and have a look. So there's that rifle in there. What do we do with this, though? Oh, just drew that. Hornless ox, headless serpent. What about the chapel? Is it true balance looks roughly the same? What do you mean? The same as what? Same as native? Oh, we didn't go in here before. I guess it's just these weights. They must be somewhere. I think I found one here, didn't I? Can we not go back? FSL 4 quality versus balance. Oh, what? Balance looks the same at quality. I'd say for the most part with FSL 4, it really depends on the game and just what settings you're using, though. There's too many like factors, really. Some games look worse with upscaling in general. Some games look better. I'd say in most scenarios it'd be very difficult to tell unless you were looking at side by side and stuff. But there's definitely situations where, like in some games, especially if you're using like ray tracing or something, you're gonna probably notice more of a difference. It's definitely close though. If you're not really paying any attention, you're not even looking for it, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. So I feel like maybe we've missed a cell or something here with stuff in. Hectic yo. Yeah, FSR 4 is pretty good, yeah. Even at 1440p here, it looks very good. On this setting, we might be worth switching it down a little bit as well, actually. Check out performance, which I think you can do. To be honest, I've accidentally print screened. I'm still kind of getting to grips a little bit with this. I haven't used it an insane amount. I thought you just had, there was a drop down where you could just change the preset here. I thought it was on this side, but I think you can just override it here though. But I have applied that in games. We've dropped it down to performance, getting about 120 FPS here. So I don't really think there's too much else in the cells. Oh, there's another staircase. How do we get in there? I go straight through. I feel like there should be something in here, but there isn't. Also something down there, look. Vestry Canteen. Wingless Dove. Scales. DLSS 4 sometimes surpasses native in quality. I don't know. I'd never really say any upscaling is better than native. At least the only cases I think it is at lower resolutions. So like at 1080p, 1440p, oftentimes upscaling can look better just because the anti-aliasing. But I don't. That's not really a DLSS thing. That's just in general. I know in a game like Red Dead Redemption, for example, if you use any upscaling, it doesn't matter what it is, it looks better at 1080p and 1440p with the upscaling on, just because the anti-aliasing makes it look way better. But at 4K, I don't think at 4K I've ever really seen quality look better. It's obviously less noticeable because anti-aliasing doesn't have so much of an effect. Definitely at low resolutions, though. It depends on that video if they were talking about like what resolutions they were talking about. I guess if they're talking about 1080p or 1440p, then yeah, there can definitely, I think, be cases for that. Okay, there we go. I think I've opened the serpent room. Which one's that? Headless Serpent. It's not that one. Are you ready? Check all the corners. Check behind the door. Oh, that's on the timer, isn't it? Transformer DLSS is impressive, yeah. I still think DLSS is maybe just slightly better, but you would kind of expect it to be because it's been around longer as like an algorithm, so you would expect it to be better. It's had longer to like perfect. What on earth is this room? That's absolutely just terrifying. Can I shoot it? Oh, it doesn't let you see in there. I thought it was on the roof. I do not like that. Better not wake up. Do I stream on a secondary PC? Yeah. Too many. Turn it up. Have I got to get into the red? Nope. I gotta wait. That was definitely one. Oh my god, what's going on? Where even am I? Did we look? Oh, these cells were closed, weren't they? How 9070 XT you use? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand the question. Which 9070 XT do I use? Oh wait, we can smash through there. Sorry, I don't know if the game's too loud. It's like insanely loud for me. Need to turn it down. That's not good. Oh god. What brand? I've got, it's a Gigabyte Gaming. It's a Gigabyte. So many rooms. Oh, what the hell? I'd say overall, even performance here looks really good, actually, FSR performance. Not seen any image issues at all. Only a little bit of... Not so much a worry, but we are not maxing the GPU usage out with it performance, where at quality, I think we pretty much had it mostly... Did we have it maxed? I think it was a bit better, wasn't it? Yeah, 98. So it does seem to, once you get below balance, it seems to drop that a little bit. There's another room back there. Do let me know, is the game too loud as well for you guys? Because it's quite loud for me. I feel like I need to turn it down more. That's the armory. I'm so lost. Wait, let's check out these rooms. Okay, can't even go in them anyway. Seems okay to be slightly loud, yeah. It's when all the like action's happening, isn't it? Because in these bits it's kind of quiet. It's the same for me, and then when the action starts, it's just insane. Neither 9070 XT have worked. Yeah, I haven't really had any issues with GPUs, but I had loads of issues with this 9800 X3D. Like, I'm on my third one. I think I mentioned it the other day. I've had to RMA too. And now I've completely changed my motherboard and everything. So I'm hoping that I don't have any more issues, but it's been kind of annoying. Not had any issues with the GPU though. Set audio to headphones. I think I probably already have it on that. Audio profile. I was on speakers. I know you can. I remember in Last of Us, you can change the range, can't you? Because it goes, you can close the gap between the quietest sound and the loudest sound, because the speech in that is really quiet and the action is really loud. But you don't really get that option in most games. Because we have got a headset here, but you can't really change the range of it, I don't think. I think it's better now, though. I've turned it down a little bit. Seriously, done all stock settings? Yeah, all stock settings. The first 9800X I got, it only worked for like half a day. So the first one I got, it worked for a couple of hours and then it just wouldn't. I couldn't boot again. So I had to send that one back, and then I got another one in January, end of January, and then that one worked for like 6 months basically, and then all of a sudden the same thing happened to me again. I'm just getting 00 code on the motherboard. And I know it's not the motherboard because I tried that CPU in a different motherboard and it was the same. So I know the CPU is definitely dead. that maybe the motherboard caused it, which I had a ASRock, which I know there's issues with it, but I was on the latest BIOS, which is supposedly fixed. It shouldn't be happening on the latest BIOS, so... Holy smokes. But yeah, so now I've completely changed motherboard, which actually reminds me I need to change that in all the specifications in my description. Because I think it probably says I'm on the ASRock, but I'm on a... what am I on? MSI Tomahawk now. And I've actually got different RAM as well now. Because I thought, at first I thought maybe it was a RAM issue, but it wasn't. No, no. No, you're having a laugh. Look how close that is. That's it, surely. Boom. Wait, what one's that? Shouldn't be happening full stop. No, I know. It definitely shouldn't be happening. It is frustrating for sure, like to have it happen multiple times. Like I've never really had anything happen like that. I've had to RMA. Weirdly, I've only ever had to RMA the 3D CPUs. I had to RMA a 5800X 3D as well. But that lasted for a while. I'm pretty sure I had that for about a year, and then it had a similar thing. It just stopped, like, being able to boot, basically. Like, I just couldn't get even into, like, the BIOS or anything. I had to RMA that as well, like, years ago. I think they're the only things, CPU-wise, I've really had to ever send back. Well, it's odd that it's all 3D CPUs as well. I find that odd. There's got to be like some fundamental thing that maybe I'm just unlucky, but something like goes wrong with 3D CPUs. Just weird stuff going wrong with 13th and 14th. Yeah, the weird thing is there was obviously loads of issues with the 3900 and 14. I've had both those CPUs and I didn't have any issues. I think I just got lucky. I had like one or two games that had that weird error message, you know, and it was saying it was like crashing when it was trying to do shaders, and it was saying like you didn't have enough VRAM or something. I had that on like one or two games, but then when I did the BIOS update, it fixed it and I never saw it again. But I didn't. I've actually still got my 4900K as well. It's in my stream PC. But yeah, touch wood. Hopefully I'm over the worst of that. I don't want to have to do it again. To be honest, if it happens again, I might just try and get a 9950X 3D. Go back to sleep. That's not good. Have I got to put something down that hole? Wasn't there a part of this where you had to pick a key out of the hole or something? Let's get some lights on in here. That's 2 keys. I couldn't get in here, no. Holy smokes. Do we use a AIO? Yeah. Use a Leon Lee. What's it called? Trinity. Trinity 2. Oh, hello. Here we go. Cell block D. Quite a lot of save points on this bit. And, fingers crossed, we haven't actually crashed. Haven't crashed, have we? We only crashed once after half an hour at 4K. Luckily, 2 hours in, haven't crashed again, which is good. And it also hasn't done that weird stuttering thing for me either. As of recently. That's C4. Where's D? It's on the other side, is it? Tarek Gill. It's a good car to buy. I think so. Depends on the price, though. If the price is still insanely high. It depends. Which, I think the prices are much... Oh, that has just absolutely wrecked me. I think the prices now are much better than they were. So I think for around its retail price is decent. How often do I stream? I was on a pretty good schedule of streaming every day, but recently I've been really busy with work, so I just haven't really been able to. And to be honest, there's not really been like a great deal of like new games and stuff to play, really. Or like that I've been excited to play, but try and stream as much as I can, maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. I'll try to be like consistent with. It just depends on work though. If I'm really busy at work, sometimes I have to work quite late. and then I just don't have time. What the hell is that? A shiv key? And about motherboards. I personally, I was on. It's a bit of a long story, but I had to return to 9800X3Ds on ASRock. One wasn't on. One was in January, so it wasn't on like a fixed BIOS. And I don't know. I still don't know if it was a board issue or a CPU fault. Like, there's no way to know like which way round it caused it. What did the motherboard like blow up the CPU, or did the CPU just like was faulty or not? I don't know, because the first CPU I had, it only worked for like a couple of hours, so I feel like it was maybe the CPU. Second time, I was on the latest BIOS like 4 weeks ago, and I'd used that 9800X3D for 6 months, and I had to send it back as well. I couldn't, that also was faulty. So, I don't know, I'm not on an ASRock board anymore now, just because I don't know if that was the problem, but I don't want to risk it again. But I was on the latest BIOS. Why have I got, like, boss music? Now, there was another door that I think I can use that key. Where was it, though? Arctic liquid freezer. I think that's supposed to be one of the best ones, isn't it? But back to how often do I stream? I'll try and stream tomorrow because I'll play that Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, hopefully. Yeah, 3D chips are definitely the best ones for gaming, in my opinion. And also, power consumption. I came from a 4900K. So, like, power consumption and stuff is, like, way better. Using 60 watts here. I would frequently be at, like, 150 on that 4900K. Have I been here before? See ya. Alright, I think she's dead. This is like a gulag off of Warzone. Have I been here? Why are they all... Why are they all dead? Oh. Oh no. I don't like the fact there's loads of ammo. You know what that means? That means it's prepping me. It's prepping me for a horde. Question is, when do you trigger it? Can I do 4K? I did actually do 4K already for about an hour at the start of the stream, if you did want to see that. Just rewind the stream a little bit. We did do that for quite a bit. I'll just wind it until in the bottom left it'll say 4K. I feel like there should be something in here. Oh, okay, it's telling me there is something over there. Oh, there's the hole. Stick your hand in there, why not? Go on, get it in there. There it is. And horde. It's my time to leave. Oh god. Oh god. Are you joking? What the hell? Get me out of here. Can they get through that? Oh my god, can they actually not get through that? Oh my god, they can. What the hell? Probably not worth wasting my ammo, is it? Apart from that small one. Alright, we can't go back there. That's that bit done. We cannot return back to that bit. Unless there's another route around. Wait, how do I get out of here? Oh, I hear them. Oh no, they can. Can they get around? Oh, I don't want to know. Get me out of there. $9070 XT is not that bad. Recently bought 5090, it's a powerful card. Yeah, the power is absolutely nuts. Yeah, I think. Wait, which model do you have? Because The temps on my 5090 are quite high, but it's a Founders Edition. I think on Founders Editions overall that it's pretty high. On the custom cards, it doesn't seem as bad. As you would expect, they're like way bigger and way more cooling. You having a laugh? Oh no way, I'm being stupid. What? How does that not do it? You're all having a laugh. Temps are pretty high in fact. Yeah, I think Founders Editions overall are like really high. What ones did we do? We did the Snake and the Ox, didn't we? Why is this being such a pain? Boom. Wait, what one was that? Right. I think I might actually leave it there just because I need to go and get some stuff done. But I'll be back tomorrow, same time, and we'll check out that Wu Chang. I need to install it. But I'll double check the embargo, but I'm pretty sure I can stream it by like 5 o'clock tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to stream it. So if you're around for that, it'd be good to check it out. We'll have a look. But aside from that, thanks a lot for watching. And I'll catch you later.